Welcome to another edition of Inside PressBox presented by Maryland Mutual Mortgage. I'm your host, Stan the Fan Charles. Have you ever heard of Gaelic football or hurling? How about camogie? Did you even know that Baltimore's camogie team won a national championship last year? Tonight and today on Inside PressBox, we'll talk with a couple members of the Baltimore Gaelic Athletic Association about one of their most successful teams. And how would you like to win $1,000 every time the Orioles turn a double play? You can buy a double play scratch-off ticket from the Maryland Lottery and enter for a chance to become the double play contestant of the game. Stephen Martino, director of the Maryland State Lottery, will be here to tell us more about that and other double play scratch-off prizes. But to kick things off, he's here. Joining me is Rich Langley, and Rich has been training at Ferocity Mixed Martial Arts in preparation for his bout in Shogun Fights 4, which is coming to First Mariner Arena April 30th. Thanks for being here, Rich.
Thank you for having me.
You're not going to suddenly start throwing punches at me, are you?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't do nothing like that.
All right, now.
Still got my senses to me.
You started out, actually, you told me as a kid. You're like 31 now, but
Yes,
you
sir.
started out as a martial artist when you were really young.
Correct, yeah. I started off martial arts. Been out fighting my whole life. Martial arts, wrestling, then boxing, you know.
Okay. What is it about fighting, grappling or punching or contact that you like so much?
As a, Italian kid growing up, first started off watching Rocky and Bruce Lee. Those two things were always something I've always liked doing, seeing, Rocky, as I'm sure everybody's seen. And I just wanted, always try it out. And I did it and excelled at it. I mean, at a rapid pace.
Now, you excelled at it because you won most of the time, or you excelled at it because you weren't really afraid of getting hurt?
I think it has a little bit to do with both. I mean, I believe everybody's here put for a reason, and I just believe I was put here, to be a fighter and to be great at fighting. I mean, I won all the time. I have no fear of getting hit. I don't have any fear of getting there and mixing it up, actually. I enjoy fighting.
Now, do people that like fighting, do you think you process pain differently than I would? In other words, if I punched you in the face, which I'm not going to do, don't get me
Well, I hope not. I don't want to get hurt here today.
But would you process that differently than I would? In other words, do you feel that it's a mental thing, not being knocked out or hurt when you fight?
Absolutely. Well, being knocked out, from what I understand, is something that just happens. But as far as pain and processing pain, absolutely. I do think you process pain differently when you're used to it. You condition getting hit. Right now, you get punched in the face, punched in the nose, you may, shy away. And for me, it's, every day it's a day. It's another day at work, another day in the office.
We've got some footage up there of you on the screen right now. Of those three things, wrestling, martial arts, and boxing, or mixed martial arts, is there a preference for you to fight?
No, actually, I'll get in any ring I can. I fight a drop of half. If it's a boxing ring, the octagon, I just like to get down. I like to fight. I've been doing it my whole life, and I love to do it.
Now, what's interesting to me is you trained as a regular boxer, and you trained up in upstate New York under Kevin Rooney, who trained Mike Tyson.
Absolutely. Kevin, everybody knows, a boxing genius, trained with champions, trained a champion, trained under one of the greatest trainers in the world, Customato. He's obviously one of the greatest trainers in the world. Learned tons of things from Kevin. Give a lot of my career and thanks to Kevin Rooney for, he's taught me a lot. And he was a mentor for me as a kid and showed me a lot about fighting. And
now, here in town, you train over at our friend Josh Drybin's Ferocity MMA?
Absolutely. And Ferocity is an awesome gym. Josh is a great guy. Great facility. Work with Josh Anderson, George Cochran, great trainers, man. And Josh comes in and teaches every now and again. It's a phenomenal gym. Best gym in the area, I'd say.
Now, when you fight on the 30th, you're fighting a guy, I think, named Dan Root. I noticed he's 5'9", 180. You're 5'9", 180, or am I wrong? Is it 170? I forget.
Well, no, I fight anywhere between 170 and 185. Right. MMA, I've been fighting 185
but
and 180.
But you guys are listed as the same.
Yeah, well,
Is weight classification important in MMA?
For me personally, no. Being a boxer, I've came into boxing, I've weighed at 203, fought a guy 268 pounds. Weight to me means nothing. 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 100 pounds, 6 doesn't make a difference. You know something?
It doesn't take more out of you fighting a guy that's much, especially in mixed martial arts, where he can really use his weight on you if he gets you in the right position.
Well, he may come in and have a game plan like that. Everybody's got a game plan that they get hit in the chin. So, no, I don't, takes 8 pounds of pressure to knock somebody out. You get hit in the chin. I don't care what your game plan. You may want to rest your weight a certain way. I'll put these on you. Rest your weight any way you want.
Now, one of the things, when you box, I would imagine when you work out at a gym, you see the guys you're going to fight. I would think you do. In mixed martial arts, is there enough of a track record with the guy you're fighting, say April 30th, and Shogun Fights 4?
One thing about me is I never look to see my opponents. I never look them. I don't want to really research them. I'm very confident what I can do. I mean, I'm very well-rounded, so I don't care if we fight on the ground, if we fight standing up. However we want to get down, let's get down, let's get it on. I don't care. So I don't really follow anybody. It doesn't make a difference to me. So I don't have time to research, see who you fought, where you fought, when you fought, how you fight, because everybody has a game plan. And like I previously stated, we all have a game plan to get hit in the chin, man.
Well, how about him, the guy you're fighting, Dan Root? Do you think he has a desire to know more about you? In other words, do you find most fighters like to know more about you?
Well, I mean, I have a great, record and resume. So, I mean, I think a lot of guys in the fight game, on a local level do know about me. And I do think they research me. And like I said, I hope they come up with a game to make it an interesting fight. But like I said, they could try their best. I'm confident in what I could do. I'm sure he has looked me up, heard about me.
What's your game plan? Not to win the fight, but I mean, what's your game plan in the MMA field? In other words, do you want to fight on a national level? Or are you content around here? Or tell me a little bit about that.
Definitely want to go worldwide. Have a beautiful fiance, want to have my own family, and I plan on making it fighting, double family, getting married. So I do want to go to, the worldwide level. Obviously, UFC is the biggest one out there. But again, I'll fight anybody anywhere. Obviously, want to be a local star first, get local, and then go to the big time. All
right, we got about 40 seconds. The thing says, when I read your bio, that you're a fighter and a lover. You have the Guinness World Record, correct?
Yes, sir.
For the longest kiss ever, 31 hours.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
I've been very competitive. Everything I do, I like being the best at.
31 hours.
31 hours. I set a record.
Were you able to eat?
No breaks.
Couldn't go to the bathroom?
No bathroom, no breaks.
Did she have good breath?
No rest. Not as good as my fiance. It's what it was a long time ago.
Was yours good?
Always the best. Always.
All right. Hey, we'll have you on again. Rich Langley.
Absolutely looking forward to it. Iron Rich Langley. My fan page, Iron Rich Langley.
Facebook page is Iron Rich Langley.
Iron Rich Langley. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for coming in. Best of luck on April 30th.
Thank you.
Summer is right around the corner, so now's the time to plan. Check out the PressBox Summer Camp Guide at PressBoxOnline.com, and in this month's print edition of PressBox, review local camp listings sorted by sport and find the one that's right, that fits with your kids.